statistics on YouTube show that all my viewers live in Florida. You know, my home state, which shows that my networking is not expanding as far as I want it to. I can go ahead and say that I'm freezing to death out here and not get commented on by a bunch of northerners. But if you are a northerner by any chance, thank you for stopping in on the channel. You're welcome just as much. Today, in the freezing cold, it is an early morning, and it is earlier than I usually start filming. It's like 7:30, I think, but I wanted to get a jump on getting the front bumper done on the truck. Right here we have an assortment of things. I got my little, nuts and bolts and stuff over here. This and this are brackets. And those 4 bolts bolt onto the bumper itself. And then there's 3 bolts that go in this part of the tow hook. Oh, by the way, this is the same tow hook we used to have. Used to be chrome and in bad condition. Had it powder coated, took a risk and went with red. The same red that is on the traction bar, so it has a good contrast together. I'm really glad I took the risk and went with red in the end. These 2 holes right here line up perfectly with those 2 holes. So this mounts onto the frame, this mounts onto the bumper, and then this with the bumper mounts onto that. So first things first, we got to get these new powder coated tow hooks mounted on, and one of them is actually on right now, as you can see, and I just really wanted to see what it looks like. I can't really help myself. So we got new bolts for it. A lot of this truck build is really just turning the truck into a new truck again. These, I really need to clean them up, as you can tell. So I'm going to hit them with some polish and stuff, but I don't have a polisher, so it's just going to be me. I'm probably going to try and get all this grime off as much as possible. By the way, that's paint on my hand from the last video, and probably from this video I'm going to get more paint, or the next video. I'm going to go in and clean these up, clean up all these little bolts, because every step matters, and there's a lot of work we're putting into this truck, so I'm okay with going the extra mile and doing stuff like cleaning the bolts and stuff to make it look good. We're going to pretty much jump into it, and I got to wheel the air compressor over here because it's actually in the backyard. Long story there. Gosh, the new stance on the truck is just, ugh. Truck is finally starting to come together, and I'm really starting to enjoy it. Oh yeah, air compressor. I need to stay on tap. Just gonna hook the impact. I'm gonna untangle that line. Hook up the impact, hook up the extension cord, and we can get to, because I only hand tightened these. Where was I? Oh yeah, getting the impact out. Might want to turn on the air compressor. It's going on, but it's not going on easy. And now we're putting the second one on. I'm going to hand tighten them a little bit, just kind of get it down and then hit it with the impact. And then after I'm going to polish the frame right here just to make everything look good. Now that I got one at least ratchet tightened, it's in place. Pretty good. It's moving a little bit, but it's in place, which means that the impact will get a good grip on it now, and it'll actually, work. It's working. Well, those are never coming off. I'm glad that went perfect in the end. Everything is perfect on the tow hooks now, which is what I was actually really worried about. So I'm happy about that. Now I'm gonna hit them with the foam gun real quick, get those cleaned, and then put the bumper on, clean it, and clay bar it, and we'll be done with that. I'm so happy with those tow hooks, how they turned out. They look so good. It's starting to feel real, the whole truck build thing. I'm so excited. Oh, hey, look. If you're even 1% as excited as I am to see this paint job come to fruition, oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't heard, we're painting the truck. That's why these are white and everything. It's gonna be an awesome 1 in a million paint job, gonna be a showstopper, and so that's a really good reason for y'all to subscribe, just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this thing with the foam gun because there's so much WD-40 and like heavy metal polish and just grease and grime all over it. So I'm gonna hit these 8 bolts really fast with the impact. I don't want to hit them too hard because impact isn't really good for these, but I'm gonna do it quick. That easy. And now we are ready to mount the bumper, so boom. So we got it mounted. I didn't want to really film it. It's really like an 8 hands job to do. So as you can see, there's a big gap right in here and it slants down. Whenever the plastic pieces that go into the bumper come in, it fills that in, and a plastic piece will go here too. That's why I kind of didn't care about overspray in this area, because the plastic pieces will cover it up. But I am so, I don't know if the camera's doing it justice. It's probably not, but oh, it looks so good with that candy red. It turned out perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better way for it to turn out, which is really a fulfilling feeling. And so now I'm gonna clean up the bumper with that stuff, and then the next video is gonna be the fog lights inside there, and I'm literally gonna film that after this one. But so go on ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the fog lights go in and you can see the rest of this truck being built. Obviously we're not keeping the tan line. And, you know, I'm probably going to get the grill done today in that next video too. If you like what you saw today and it gave you any value, like I said, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thanks for stopping in on my day today, and I will see y'all later.